Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Martin. Oh, what a cut! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now the pitch. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Warren. Quickly complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 4th down, going to the air. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 30. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to reach.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll run the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows if that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And the Wolverines get the 1st down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Warren. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Give to the back. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
On the option. Now the toss. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Quick toss. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
so loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
In the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Going to the draw. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Penn State 28, Michigan 0.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Michigan.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position. Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Orji. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the comeback is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. The hand to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Aller. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They're willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. The Wolverines pick up the first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking to buy time. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Quick strike complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. The ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, this is the point of the game in the 4th quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. They move on top here in the 4th. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I'm going to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Third down coming.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
The back goes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. At the 40, there he goes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Allard. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Singleton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State. In other schools around the country, Slippery Road, 75. Mercyhurst University, 31.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Nothing but green grass down the middle. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam lost, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D line.
Look at the big fella rumbling and stumbling and bumbling down the field. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock me if that guy at some point played running back earlier in his life, maybe when he was 8 years old. But hey, give the guy credit. He completely flips the field. Not only recovers the fumble, but now sets his offense up in great field position.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Fast motion from the offense. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
That ties the game at 35 all.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. sends the offense back onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moving past the 25. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Penn State.
Offense set on 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down for this offense. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. There he goes down the right side. The 40. He's at the 20.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
3rd down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here.
Number 96 on the field goal.
And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this that come down to the wire, you got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game is decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 20. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give on the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready, because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
And that is just an awesome job in pass pro there on third down, giving the quarterback an opportunity to scan the field and step into his throw.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Shuck. Got a man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The offense in hurry-up mode. This quarterback part of their running game. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch. It's Martin.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. The handoff to Johnson. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it'll take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive lineman,
deep shot for the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Picks up the first down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He'll toss it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Dances away. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going up top. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away.
Number 93 on to punt it away.
Running it back, it's Hawkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Wants to throw on third down. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Makes the grab. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Goes to the option. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man and they convert. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam when you've got speed left. Take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Gator. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Florida. He'll try to tack on one more. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He'll toss it. Touchdown Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Louisville!
A nice job finishing this 1st half, but we're not done. I'm really curious to see here, Reese. Are they going to go for it? You could tie this game up, or you could go into the half down 1. Kind of an interesting decision early for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
35. Louisville, 34.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll give it to Johnson. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Turns it on at midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Shuck. Release to the back. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the ground with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Florida! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. On the move, it's Turner. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Gator! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Now the pitch. At the 45, on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals! The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you can do.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's in open space downfield. Running toward the tape. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He finds his man. At the 45, on his way. It's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. If you get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
The handoff to Johnson. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It'll be a draw. Open space at the 25. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air. It's Shuck. Got his man down the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Using his legs, it's Turner. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
From the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great team defense on that run play. everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Snap it to the back. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with a victory.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.